Okay. So yesterday we have seen how we can sell a fixed asset. So we have done some configurations for the sale of fixed asset. We have done the configurations in the fixed asset posting profile. So we have configured different accounts for fixed asset posting profile. So did all of you practice? Do you got struck somewhere or confused about this posting profile configuration? Initially we discussed about these entries, how the amount will be separated and how each thing will be accounted and reversed during the sale of fixed asset so that proper balance will show up in the trial balance. So accordingly, to achieve these results, we have configured the posting profile as so. I should change the company, maybe it should be MRF. Yeah. So then we have applied sale of a fixed asset. We have also showed you the valuation of the fixed asset. We have sold it for some loss amount. And I also showed you the voucher, how it will account when we sell it for loss. Okay, I'll try to post one more sale transaction for a fixed asset. Okay, and let's see, and that asset will have some profit. Let's sell it for the amount exceeding its net book value currently. So let's see how the profit will be accounted accordingly when we post such sale transaction. So for that, I'll take you to fixed assets. So fixed assets. So I think we have sold an asset yesterday. Before we start, so any confusions or anything to clarify, anyone? Sairam, Saideep.
JP, I left a message.
Sairam.
JP,
చెప్పండి.
లైక్ ఇందాక అంటే ఫిక్స్డ్ అసెట్స్ గ్రూప్ని ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేసినప్పుడు మనం ఎట్లయితే అకౌంట్ని ఇస్తామో అట్లాగే ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ స్ప్లిట్టింగ్ చేసినప్పుడు కూడా ఇవ్వాలా?
స్ప్లిట్ చేసినప్పుడు అకౌంట్స్ ఆటోమేటిక్గా తీసుకుంటుంది కదా.
అంటే వేరే గ్రూప్ లో ఉన్న అసెట్ కి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తుంటే స్ప్లిట్టింగ్ 100%.
అచ్చా 100% వేరే దానికి ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ చేస్తున్నప్పుడు స్ప్లిట్ చేస్తే ఖచ్చితంగా అకౌంట్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ అయిపోతుంది సాయిరామ్. అంతకుముందు అకౌంట్ బ్యాలెన్స్ రివర్స్ అవుతుంది, ఈ అకౌంట్ లో కొత్త బ్యాలెన్స్ వస్తుంది, ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ వస్తుంది కదా స్ప్లిట్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆటోమేటిక్ గా.
ఓకే, సో గ్రూప్ ట్రాన్స్ఫర్ బదులు ఇది చేయడం బెస్ట్ కదా?
అది బెస్ట్, అది కూడా మంచి ఆప్షన్, అందుకే రెండు చెప్పాను నేను.
ఓకే,
సో let's see, let's try to sell one of the existing fixed asset. So what all we have, let's try to sell this sofa set. Let's see the valuations of this sofa set, how much we have. So the value of the sofa set that we bought for is 30,000. We have depreciated it for some 400. So the net book value of the asset is like 29,583. Okay, now there is a demand for this sofa set in the market and I want to sell it for there was somebody asking it for 35,000 now. Okay, so I'll sell it for 35,000, which means a profit, I will get a profit of 5,416, I think. So 5,000 excess and 416 whatever depreciation I've done. So 5,416 profit I'll get in excess. So let's see how I can sell the fixed asset for profit and see the vouchers of profit. So for that I'm going to fixed asset module. So fixed asset journals. So you could have created a separate journal for fixed asset sales, as I told you. Many of them will maintain different journals for different transactions of fixed asset. For acquisitions, one journal, for depreciation, one journal, for sales, one journal name, and for revaluations, one journal name. Separately they'll create. So I'll create a new journal, 109. So I'll select the existing journal. Okay, then just give it as sale, go to lines. So who would like to guide me from here what we have to select for the sale of assets? Anyone?
Yeah, I will get you.
Yeah, please.
Change transaction type and
So
date
I'll just change it to 1st of December. So I'm going to sell it. Okay, transaction type to
Sale, dispose and sale.
Disposal sale. Okay. Then
And which asset we are selling.
okay, sofa set. I've selected it. Then I can
So it will be
name
correct.
book. Okay. So when we are selling an asset, it will be credited. So we thought of selling it for 35,000, right? So I sold it for 35,000. Then
Go to that side. Move that side.
Yep.
Yeah. How to select offset account type, bank account.
Okay, if you want to sell it, I mean, get the cash into bank, you can select bank, or you can normally select a cash account as well. Your wish.
Yeah.
Or you can also select a customer account, which would create an invoice for the customer. So we will discuss that topic in some time. Okay.
Yeah. Validate.
Okay, you can validate it.
And
It takes some time. So guys, if I select customer account here instead of ledger account in the offset account, customer account will get debited. Normally, when we post any invoices for the customer account only will get debited, right? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So that it will also eventually create an invoice for the customer. Like customer will be debited and is liable to pay us the amount now. So we can receive the amount from him as a customer payment journal and we can settle it with the existing invoice. So that's a simple process. But the limitation that we have in the fixed asset journal is that we cannot apply taxes here. If at all we are selling something, we cannot apply taxes. But we use the other process called as this one, free text invoice, sale of fixed asset through free text invoice. We use this because there we can apply taxes if required, or charges if any, we can apply all of them. But here we can't apply anything in the fixed asset journal. That's why we don't do it to the customer from here. Normally, when you don't have any taxes or anything, then you can directly select customer account here. So coming back to the point, actually, I got an error message because I did not configure this posting profile for furniture. I only configured it for sale. So I mean, only configured it for vehicles actually. See, under disposal sale, I only configured it for vehicle. Here also I configured only for vehicle. That's why I got the error. So I have to configure it separately, all the accounts and all the types again for furniture also. Let's skip the furniture account and let's go back to any other account. Maybe we'll go for truck 3. So what is the status of this truck 3? In books, we can see the status. The status of truck is open. Let's go to the truck first and see the valuations initially, how much we have. So it is bought for 2 lakhs. There is a depreciation of 1,52,000. 1,527.80, and then I have a net book value of 1,98,000. So I'll sell this asset for okay, I'll sell this asset for 2,50,000. Okay, since this net book value is 1,98,000, but I'll sell it for profit. So I can select that account other than this furniture account since we have configured posting profile for it. So truck number 3 selected. Description, you can give any description you want. So amount, as I said, I'll give 2,50,000. Perfect. Ledger account, I'm selecting cash account only. Now I can save this. This time I'll validate it. So I should not throw any error because we have posting profile in place for that account, for that vehicle group. So there we go. Then we can post it. So now Saideep. So sorry. How we can check the voucher for this posted transaction?
yeah. About journal entry, there is a option is voucher.
Here we have voucher. Okay. Click on voucher. You can see the voucher. Okay. How do I export it outside into an Excel?
Click on the symbol.
Which symbol? Anyone?
One from right side.
Third one from right side. This one. This is refresh.
Next second.
This is attachment.
Next one.
Okay.
Yes.
This is office. So first I have to select all the voucher lines, then export it. Click here. It takes a while. So you can export it, download it. It's downloaded here. So let's open it. Here it is. Enough. Let's see what we have here. See, when I go to truck here, so for what value I bought this asset for 2 lakhs. So I want this fixed asset account behind this acquisition to be reversed for 2 lakhs. Okay, let's see if it is reversed for 2 lakhs or not. See, fixed asset vehicle account, I have 2 times here. One is here, another one is here. So I can select both of them, then I'll give a color for it, fixed asset vehicle. So if I combine both of them, it's entirely 2 lakhs sum. You can see credit balance of 2 lakhs means fixed asset vehicle account, which was debited earlier when you acquired the fixed asset for 2 lakhs, is now getting credited for 2 lakhs, making the balance sheet impacts of an asset to 0, or that particular asset is becoming 0 finally in the balance sheet. Okay. Then coming back to the accumulated depreciation, see, you have accumulated depreciation posted for the fixed asset for 1,527.80 earlier, wherein accumulated depreciation account was credited instead of asset account. Now the same accumulated depreciation account is getting debited here, as you can see. So same amount is getting reversed here. So I can give some other color. Accumulated depreciation is getting reversed. Then since you are selling it for 2,50,000, you have your cash account you have receiving cash of 2,50,000 here. Perfect. Then you have gain or loss on sale of asset coming 2 times actually. So this is a balancing account. So in order to balance the voucher of all these reversal transactions, normally this account will come 2 times. Okay, now what you have to see here in this account is that the 2 balances that is given in this account. So the net balance you have to select. When you select the net balance, so if you select this one and this one, you will see the sum amount here. Negative balance of 51,527. Negative balance of a gain or loss account will be gain always, or a revenue always. So revenue of, or a gain of, profit of 51,527.80 you will have on your sale of fixed asset. So the sum of these two, or the net balance of these 2 accounts, or it's the same account actually, but coming 2 times. So that net amount will be available in the trial balance above 51,527.80. Credit it is showing because it's a gain. If at all the positive amount is more, then it will be a loss. Okay, this is how the voucher looks like. Clear, everyone, or any confusion in this? Saideep, what say?
Easy.
Okay, Santosh, Srinivas.
Yeah, bro, clear.
Okay, perfect then. Then let's see. I'll go back to the valuations here. So it's not refreshed. I'll go back and open the valuations once again. Here, same truck number 3. So once after selling, I'll have my values changed actually. See, acquisition is done for 2 lakhs. Depreciation was done until for 1,527.80. Here you can see disposal sale value is updated for 2,50,000 because you sold it for 2,50,000. And you can see the profit and loss calculated on the asset. You can see a positive balance of 51,527.80, which is a profit that you earned on this particular fixed asset. Okay, that you can see here. And you can see net book value becoming 0 finally when you sell the fixed asset. This is how valuations change when you make a sales entry for the fixed asset. This is how the representation that is done in the fixed asset module. Coming to the representation of the accounts and the general ledger module, this is the voucher. Okay, you have to understand both of them clearly. As a finance functional consultant, you should have a good overview of 2 effects, how it is showing in the fixed asset module representation and how the accounts are being balanced in the general ledger module.
JP?
Yes, it was.
So here we sold this fixed asset for 2,50,000, right?
Yes.
So is it? I mean, the profit of some difference amount is there, right? That will not reflect here, or it will reflect directly in the trial balance or balance
It will reflect. It will reflect in the trial balance, right? No, it will reflect in the profit and loss
sheet.
account.
Exact amount of 51,427.
Yes, you will get two entries, one for credit, one for debit, but the net amount will be the final amount, right? The closing balance will be the net amount only all the time. That's the main balance that you see.
Okay, but separately it won't show, right?
No, it won't show separately. Both the entries it will show. It will post both the entries for the single account. I mean, both the effects it will show debit and credit, both of them. And the closing balance it will show separately. Closing balance will be the net amount, right? This one, 51,527. That's the actual profit that we have earned on sale of this asset. Okay. So generally this is a profit and loss account, right? So it will be in profit and loss, not in balance sheet. So that would be all. Regarding this. So let's try one more asset. Let's try to sell it through a free text invoice and see how it is working. Okay, then I'll take you back to another truck number 2, maybe. Let's see what is the status of this asset. The status of this asset is also open. It is also bought for 2 lakhs only. Then let's see the calculated depreciation on this asset. It will be the same, I think. So same amount actually. And net book value is also same. See, as same as vehicle number, truck number 3, truck number 2 we have. So let's try to sell it through a free text invoice to a customer applying sales taxes on this sale. Okay, we have already have the sales tax configurations in place, right? So let's try to apply them and sell this particular fixed assets through a free text invoice. So for that, I'll go to accounts receivable, invoices, all free text invoices. So you can create one new free text invoice. Which customer you are going to sell this asset for? I'll sell this asset to Kia Motors. I'm selling the truck back to Kia Motors. Invoice date you can give. I'll give invoice date as December 1st or 2nd something. Then due date will be 1st of January according to the net 30 days terms of payment they have by default. Then that would be all. So here in the free text invoice, generally we'll select the revenue account, right? So, but I'm not going to select any revenue account. I'm going to select a fixed asset here in the line details. Here you can clearly see fixed asset number. So when you are selling a fixed asset through free text invoice, no need to select anything here. You can directly select that fixed asset number here in the line level details. So for each line, one fixed asset. If you want to create one more, if you want to sell one more asset at the same time, add another line, select another fixed asset for that line. Okay, here I'll select fixed asset number as truck 2, right? So truck 2. Companies Act book only. Okay. So as soon as I select, I can see an account here. So this account is this one, gain or loss on sale of fixed asset account that we have given in the posting profile here. Disposal sale, we have given this account, right? 6 lakhs one. This will be taken into consideration in the free text invoice line. Okay, one asset. So for how much amount you are going to sell it for, you can give the amount here. Unit price you can give. So we'll again sell it for 2,50,000 only. Okay, same 2,50,000 I'm selling it for, but I'm applying taxes here. So in the free text, in the fixed asset journal, when you are selling it, you don't have the option of applying taxes there, but here you can apply taxes, and you can also apply charges if any here. I'm only applying taxes, so I'll select a sales tax group. I'll select this IGST 5% and item sales tax group as all, so that 5% code will be matched. Then you can save it. On saving, you can also see the calculated sales tax on this before posting. You can see here sales tax. So you can see on 2,50,000, 5% is being calculated, which is of 12,500. It's a sales tax payable because you will collect it from the customer and you will pay it to the authority, right? So it is a direction of sales tax payables. Then you can see the total actual sales tax amount calculated, and I can click on OK. Now you can see the totals of the invoice. So total of the invoice would be subtotal amount of 2,50,000 plus 12,500. So total amount of 2,62,500. There is a credit limit for this vendor. However, the parameters to stop the credit limit, I think we did not enable. So however, we can post it maybe. If at all there are any parameters that are stopping the for the credit limit, then it will stop without posting because we are exceeding the credit limit here. Then I'll close it. So you can see it's base amount plus subtotal amount plus sales tax 2,62,500 invoice amount. Then I can post the invoice through this. Posting, okay. Okay. So it's posted and I can check the journal from here, right? Invoice journal. I mean the voucher from here. Click on it. Then this is the invoice that was posted against it and posted for 2nd of December. This is the amount of the invoice 2,60,500 including taxes. Then I can see the voucher here. So this is the voucher I have. Can select this and export it into Excel again. Download it. So instead of cash or bank account, you generally have the accounts receivable account in place, but additionally also taxes you will have. So you can see here your vehicle account is being reversed for 2 lakhs again. Fixed asset vehicle account is being reversed for 2 lakhs. Okay, accumulated depreciation, whatever you have calculated until is being reversed 1,527.80. So here 1,527.80 is being debited. Okay. And then accounts receivable account is for 2,62,500 because you also have including taxes right in that. So accounts receivable account will be 2,62,500, out of which 12,500 is the tax as we know it. So it's a tax payable. Since we collect it and we are liable to pay it to the authority, it's recorded as a liability. So you can also use that as a side. So combination of it will be 2,50,000. You can see. Then gain or loss on sale of fixed asset, this one and this one, 2 of them. So I can color them differently. Maybe can color them this green color. Then I can see the difference amount here. Gain or loss on sale of fixed asset is same, 51,527.80. So the tax that you receive is not a gain for you anyway. You have to pay it. The correctly accounted gain on the fixed asset or the capital gain is 51,527.80. So that's what exactly same to the previous one as well. So here also you can see in the previous voucher 51,527.80. The same here. But additionally, you have this accounts receivable and tax payable accounts in place instead of cash or bank account. When you have taxes included, you will have it in this way. And if you also have charge codes included, so according to the charge codes mechanism or accounting entries we have discussed, right, how charge codes can be applied. So that will be applied in that way. I mean, that will also be inserted into this voucher only. So now if you go back to the fixed asset, go back and again come back to the valuations, same asset truck number 2. I can see now 2 lakhs is what we bought it for, 1,527 is the depreciation, 2,50,000 is the amount what you have sold it for. It won't include the taxes. Then 51,527.80 is the profit that you got on sale of this fixed asset. If you click on this, it will take you to the voucher directly. So this is the transaction, and if you click here on details, it will take you to the voucher. So here is the voucher, the same voucher actually, but you can also see the same again in the same books of the fixed asset. So I'm not in this way. In this way, if I go back, select the truck, go to books here. Okay, in the Companies Act book where we have sold the asset, you can go to transactions. You can see the transactions here. See, acquisition was 2 lakhs, depreciation was done for 1,527, sold it for 2,50,000, out of which net book value was 1,98,000. Profit and loss is 51,527.80. Acquisition this year, which was reversed, is 2 lakhs, and depreciation this year, which was reversed, is 1,527.80. Both of them got reversed, right? So you can see all of them here, which means acquisition will become 0 finally. So acquisition and acquisition will become 0. Depreciation and depreciation are reversing, so it will become 0, accumulated depreciation. Then what all we have disposal amount and net book value and profit or loss. So this used to be the net book value, but you sold it for this much, you got this much profit. So these 3 will be of the same amount, and this negative amount and these 2 positive amounts will be 250. So that's how you can check your transactions, or I mean, you can track your imbalances as well as in the fixed asset module as well as in the general ledger module. Clear, guys, until here for all of you? Okay. It's a small logic. I mean, as you understand, if you practice it well, you will get a good hands-on on the good idea on it. So if you have good idea on how accounts are being affected whenever you do any fixed asset transactions, it's easy to implement fixed asset module. So it doesn't really end up here. So people might be having different requirements according to their localizations. So different depreciation method they want to use. They don't want to calculate depreciation for the assets that they are selling in that particular year. So they don't want to post any depreciation at all for such assets that they sell in that same year or in that year. So they might come up with a lot of conditions. You have to find out solutions for the situations accordingly. So when you practice well, you will have your logics as well as idea on how each transactions are posted and interlinked. So accordingly, you can define solutions. Not only in this module, in any module. Once you have good understanding on how Dynamics works, so you can clearly say if the situation of the client will fit into Dynamics or will not fit. Okay, and you can see the asset status here as sold and sale value as 2,50,000 here updated and disposed on 2nd of December 2021. In the bottom, you can see the customer to whom you have sold this fixed asset and free text invoice number. So this will be updated, and you bought this good through a purchase order, right? So you can see the purchase order details also here. When you sold it to a customer and an invoice, you can see those details here. That's how. It's within the book in the fixed asset. So if this is clear, let us discuss about the next topic called as scrap. See, fixed asset sale and scrap both are same. I mean, the methodology that you follow is the same, or the entries that you get are also the same. But normally sale of fixed asset are done for some of the regular assets which are still in usage. You can directly sell them. Scrapping is done for the assets which service life is completely done or service life is over, and you want to sell it for some minimum value in the end of the service life of the asset. Or sometimes there can be chances that asset gets damaged, completely damaged, and you want to scrap it. So that could also be a situation, but most often the situation is that service life of the asset is completed and you scrap a fixed asset. So there are certain different charges or the taxes that are calculated. I mean, again, on the fixed asset that you sell and fixed asset that you scrap. So on scrap, mostly you will have kind of, I mean, loss only. But however, there are situations when you can sell the scrap also, I mean, at a higher price compared to the net book value. So if the net book value of the asset of at the end is like 5,000. So if you bought the asset for 5 lakhs, you have depreciated it continuously for 3 years. And depreciation service life of the asset is 3 years only, and it is done for suppose 5,000 is the remaining value on the net book value, which is left as a salvage value or scrap value. So you can sell the asset at 5,000 itself. So there won't be any profit or loss. If you sell the asset for 3,000 only, or somebody buys the scrap of that asset only for 3,000, then on sale of that scrap also you will have 2,000 loss. But if you sell it for 7,000, again you will have 2,000 profit. It's the same, but it is done at the end of the service life. Not only at the end of service life, I mean in between service life also you can do when you feel that asset is damaged and nobody are willing to buy the asset except scrapping. There is no other option. Okay, for scrapping also you need to configure posting profile same as disposal sale. As it is, you can configure same accounts. Nothing changes, but just this one changes here. Under here earlier we gave for sale, right? We'll give for scrap this time, and here also disposal sale we gave, right? For disposal scrap we'll give here. I can try to add it. Companies Act, group, account relation, vehicle, main account. I can select a main account here as the same gain or loss on sale of fixed asset account, this one. Then coming to scrap here, I can reverse the previous year depreciation that was posted and this year depreciations and adjustments on all. Companies Act, group, again I'll select the group as vehicles, depreciation previous year. I'll select the main account as accumulated depreciation account here, and offset account I'll select it as fixed asset vehicle, same way. So this should be depreciation this year. Main account will be the same actually, accumulated depreciation, and here also it's the same account. Add Companies Act book, group, vehicle, depreciation, adjustments this year 1,70,000, 1,60,000, same. Again I'll add one more for depreciation adjustments this prior year. So we don't have any adjustments though, but it's a good practice that you always have a posting profile configured properly. Depreciation adjustments prior years, so this year and prior years the same again, and here the same again. Else we have, what else we have is for net book value. So for net book value, select Companies Act here, group it, same vehicles group. So for net book value, I'll select net book value. I'll select a main account as 1,60,000 here, fixed asset vehicle, and the offset account I'll select as 6 lakhs one account. Gain or loss on sale of fixed assets account, which I gave here. The same account I'll select here. So this is how we can add this posting profile and accounts in the posting profile, same as the earlier one. Okay, then what we'll do is I'll just quickly create a fixed asset. Let's suppose I'll create a fixed asset as furniture, not furniture actually. I'll select some vehicle. Okay, I'll give this vehicle name as scooter. Okay, and it's not required, but I'll just save it. Okay, this scooter account. So what I'll do is I'll post some acquisition entry for this scooter quickly, and then I'll depreciate this scooter. So I'm going to fix, sorry, I went to fixed assets. I'll go for fixed asset journal. Okay, what I'll do is I'll buy this scooter. So I'm going to lines and select this scooter. Where is this scooter? Here. Acquisition I'm posting. I am posting it for 1 lakh. Sorry, debit of 1 lakh, something like that. Okay, then offset account, I'm buying it through a cash account, suppose. Select the cash account, and I don't want to acquire it in the tax act, so I'll just remove this tax act book from here so that I will get only the companies act transaction. Then I'll validate this. Sorry, I'll buy it for 1st of January. Okay, then I'll validate it. Then I can post it. Now this asset of scooter, if I go to books under Companies Act, I can see it is open now and it is bought on 1st of January 2021 and acquisition price is 1 lakh. I can give service life here. It took us 5 years, right? I'll give it as 1 year. Okay, only 1 year service life, total 12 periods. So now straight line service life. So what is the formula for straight line service life, guys?
Total value divided by lifetime.
So number of in depreciation base divided by service life, right? So which means 1 lakh divided by 1. It's 1 lakh depreciation, right? So what I'll do is I'll give this expected scrap value of something like 1000. Okay, or something I can give it like 94,000. I'll just give the expected scrap value as 6,000. Okay, just for good fractions. So now what is the depreciation base? If I give scrap value here,
94 divided by 12.
so it's 94,000. Okay, 94,000 will be the depreciation base, reducing the scrap value from the acquisition price. Okay, and you have it for 1 year. So 94,000 divided by 1, total 94,000 depreciation will be calculated for the year, and that will be apportioned between the 12 months. I mean, by divided by 12, you will get. So every month you will have same amount of depreciation, like how much you have. So let us make it as 4,000 on expected scrap value. Then you will get a good fraction. Sorry for that. Now you have 96,000. 12 8 96, right? So every month you will have 8,000 depreciation according to me. So 1 lakh minus 4,000 is 96,000. 96,000 will be the entire depreciation for the year because service life of the asset is only 1. So depreciation base value divided by service life is what the formula we have in straight line service life method. So that 96,000 will be divided by 12, and which will be equally distributed for all the 12 months in the year, like 8,000 and 8,000. So let's go to the profile here. So here you can see 8,000, 8,000 and 8,000. And I can also see alternative depreciation, which is calculating as 10,000, 10,000 and 10,000, totally depreciating it to 90,000 here. Every month I have 10,000 because of the alternative depreciation method. And it's leaving the net book value but in the last month actually it's selecting 8,000 here and leaving the net book value at 98,000 and leaving the net book value at 2,000. But what I'll do is I'll just remove this alternative depreciation method since I don't want it here. I want it according to the straight line method. So now I'll have only one method, depreciation profile. Here I can see it. So every month I can see 8,000. And accumulated value I can see 8,000, 16,000 every month, and at the end of 12 months I can see 96,000, totally depreciating the depreciation base amount. And whatever the scrap value that we left over in the books, 4,000, that's this, it is leaving over that 4,000 without depreciating it. Okay, so this is the scrap value that we have given here, 4,000. So at the end of the 12 months, asset is left over with that 4,000 amount not being depreciated. So now what I'll do is I'll run a depreciation proposal for this fixed asset and post the entire 12 months depreciation at a time. So just creating an example of scrap actually. So I can run depreciation proposal from here. Current layer, name of the journal, fixed asset acquisition, then to which date. So I'll select it as December 31st. I'm selling it for, I'm depreciating it for the December 31st. You can select one fixed asset. Here actually you can change the company to what is come on, MRF. Suppose I don't see it here. It's because of something wrong with it. Here I can see it anyway. Vehicle number 10. I'm grouping with company something an issue or a bug, I think. So scooter I can see here. Vehicle number 10. So then it's for Companies Act. So you can select the Companies Act book if you want to, which is for MRF again. Where is MRF? Here, Companies Act MRF. So if you don't select also, it will run for Companies Act only because here you have given current layer only, right? So it will automatically select it. I'm not running it in the batch anyway. I'll run it by creating a journal. So here I am selecting create journal. So it got a message. It created a journal number 111. So I can see this fixed asset journal 111 here. Go to lines. I can see depreciation for every month and starting from 31st of January, February, March, April, May, and until December. I can see it here. Transaction type is depreciation account, scooter, Companies Act book. For every month I can see 8,000, and offset account is depreciation expense account for all the lines. Then I can see to journal total amount is 96,000, means combining all the voucher amounts in the journal. So it's 96,000. So I can see each of them for separate dates. So let's assume that this depreciation is posted for the asset. Now no more depreciation has to be calculated on the asset or can be calculated on the asset. Depreciation is done. If I go back to the books again, I'll refresh this books and then go to the profile here. So now I can see, there is no more depreciation to be done. All the depreciation is already done. So it says 0 again. Okay. Then I can go back and just check the valuations of the assets. I'm in the scooter asset only, actually in the master details. So I can see it here. Acquisition is for 1 lakh. Depreciation you have posted is for 96,000. Net book value is 4,000. See now what you do is this asset is no more useful for you. Service life of the asset is over. If it is working fine or if somebody is willing to buy it, you can sell it as a normal asset only. But nobody is willing to buy it. There is no other option for you rather than scrapping it. Scrapping it means, somebody else who don't use the asset just scrap it completely and take it as a old good rather than being a vehicle. They'll take it as a old good which is having some good iron and tires. That's all. So now you can scrap your fixed asset for any amount you want. If you want to scrap it for same 4,000, you don't have any gain or loss. If you scrap it for 5,000, you will have 1,000 profit or gain. So I will try to scrap this asset for same 4,000 what I have here. For that, I'll again post a fixed asset journal. So go to fixed asset journal, click new, select a kind of journal. So I'll select this journal for scrapping the asset. Select transaction type as disposal scrap. Okay, which asset you want to dispose? I want to scrap scooter, vehicle number 10. Okay, for which amount? I'll scrap it for same 4,000 amount, whatever is there as the net book value of the asset. So that 4,000 you will receive into cash when you scrap it, minimum value. Then I can save it. No, sorry, I should change the date of sale. So I can sell it for same December 31st, maybe better, or I can sell it for 1st of January also. So it's saying that December 31st. There are depreciation exists for later date. That's what it is saying, or on the same date actually. Just a warning, you can go ahead and post it, no problem. Or if you don't want this warning, you can sell it in the next year though. You can do it as so. Okay, then you can validate this. This time you won't get any error or any warning at all. So done. Now I can post the sale. Oh, did I do something wrong here? No, right? So it's credited properly, 4,000. Okay, offset account also 1,000. So now this asset is scrapped. Disposal scrap is what you have done. You can also see the voucher here. So in the voucher, you can see cash account is being debited for 4,000. Fixed asset vehicle account is being reversed for entire 1 lakh that you have bought it for. 96 minus 4. Accumulated depreciation is 96 plus, because when you posted accumulated depreciation, it was 96 minus here. So that is also getting reversed here completely. Then you can see gain or loss on sale of fixed asset account, 4,000 and 4,000. So what it indicates here, Sairam?
Zero profit, neither profit nor sale.
So we don't have any profit or loss. So it's zero, because we sold the asset for the existing net book value, or scrapped it for the existing net book value. So we don't have any profits on this asset. So you can see the same account getting debited and credited for the same amount. So there won't be any profit calculated. It's zero only. Now if you go to the scooter, go back and open the valuations once again. Now we can see the updated values. See, you have scrapped this asset. Disposal scrap is for 4,000. And you can see net book value is zero. Profit or loss is also zero. Bought it for 1 lakh, depreciated it completely for 96,000, and where net book value was 4,000, you sold it, you scrapped it for 4,000 only. So that you can see there are no more things. So 1 lakh minus 96,000 minus 4,000, total net book value will be zero. So that's how you can scrap a fixed assets. Entry is same, voucher entry is the same to sales, but situation differs, that's all. And the way you use, on which assets you normally use, it differs. And since you selected a different transaction type as scrap, you can generate a report for the scrapped asset separately. So you can account it as well. So anything, I mean, any confusion in this until here for anyone? Until what all we discussed here, the scrap of asset. Srinivas, what say? Santosh.
Bro, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Then it will be more clear when you practice it and you get good hands on it. Okay, do not get confused with the posting profiles on which accounts has to be given. Just by heart them if possible. I mean, you can understand logically what accounts you give, why they are getting reversed here according to the each voucher that you can see. Balanced vouchers you can see. So 96 and 96. This is one voucher. This 4,000 cash and fixed asset sale. This is, I mean, not 4,000 cash, and here you will get one voucher. This one and this one and this one is one voucher actually. You can see these accounts will be taken from posting profile only, from here and from here. These accounts. Okay, that covers the sale of fixed asset. Yeah, Srinivas.
While purchasing any fixed asset, offset account is there, right? On what basis we will select whether it is a fixed asset or ledger? Can you just open the acquisition? Just open the fixed asset journal, right?
Journal.
Fixed asset journal.
Yeah, okay.
Here, go to the right side.
Okay.
Right. Offset account type is there, right? Here, when we have to select this fixed asset, and when we will select this ledger account?
We don't select fixed asset in the offset account.
Is it while acquiring acquisition also we will not select the fixed asset?
We select fixed asset here only while acquiring as well in the main account itself.
Okay, but there only always it will be ledger account only, right?
No, you can select bank account also. You can select You can select vendor account or customer account, anything you can select. If you're acquiring, you can select vendor account also here. But if you
That
select
is
vendor,
through purchase order, right?
yeah, that is not through purchase order. You can also acquire fixed assets through vendor invoice journal also. Or if you normally give vendor account here while you are buying it, it will create an invoice for the vendor. But the limitation is that here you can't apply taxes, charges, or the terms of payments and all. But when you acquire it through vendor invoice journal, non-PO invoice journal, through that also you can acquire fixed asset, but you can give the remaining things details there. It's like sales tax, then terms of payment, cash discounts and all. Okay. I think you missed that class, didn't you?
No, I attended. Actually, my confusion is here you have selected cash account, right, offset account. For
Okay.
that purpose, you have selected as a ledger. If asset is acquired through invoice, then you can select as a vendor, right?
Yeah, you can select vendor here. But as I told you, the limitation is that you can't give invoice number anywhere here. Okay. It will create as an invoice for the vendor, but you don't have a specific invoice number. You don't have terms of payment, cash discount options that you can give here in the fixed asset journal. However, it will be created as a invoice only. Vendor account will be credited, right? So when you buy a fixed asset, vendor account credited means it is more like an invoice. So you have to again debit the vendor account by making a payment and settle with that invoice that was created.
Okay. So is this selection of offset account type is mandatory, or can we just leave it?
If you leave it, how the voucher will be balanced? It's compulsory, right? Without
So
selecting
depending.
offset account, you cannot balance the voucher. So depending on the situation, you will select. If you're buying it directly from cash, you can select cash account, or from bank, you can select bank account. If from vendor, you're buying it on credit for now, and you will pay it later in 10 days or 12 days, you can select vendor account here. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, try these scenarios. Actually, we have few scenarios, right? Buying fixed assets and selling fixed assets through different modes. Okay, again, try these scenarios and let me know what if you have any confusion. Okay. So we have done all this except this project accounting one, which we are not covering anyway. So except that we think we have used all of them mostly. So you can also try the sale of fixed asset through this one general journal also, and let me know if you face any difficulty. It's an assignment for you. It's easy, and you can just have to select the transaction type in the journal. That's all. Okay. So majorly we are left over with the inquiries and reports in fixed asset module and fixed asset parameters that has to be discussed. I think we have covered most of them. Let me take you to the course part. Fixed asset module, depreciation profiles, methods, books, derived books, groups, fixed asset posting profiles, creation, asset reason codes, acquisition methods, acquisition of fixed assets using different ways, acquisition adjustments, write-ups, write-downs, and revaluations. I think we did not discuss this, but you can try this. We have configured posting profile for all this, right? So it will take accounts accordingly. Let's try one entry in a while. Depreciation mechanism, depreciation conventions, yes. Fixed asset parameters, yes. No, you have to. Fixed asset selling, yes. Scale, sale and scrap, split assets, other process activities, GL impacts, inquiries and reports. Okay, left with inquiries and reports and parameters. So let's see these write-ups and write-downs and revaluations in a second. Okay, suppose if you want to write up a fixed asset value, you can go to the same fixed asset journal. For that, again, you can create a separate journal as fixed asset write-up journal or write-up write-down journal. One journal you can create both for write-ups and write-downs. If you want to write up an existing value of a fixed asset, suppose let me select one, open fixed asset. So which one? Truck number 1. Let me go to books. So it's an open fixed asset. I bought it for 2 lakhs. Okay. If I go to valuations, yeah, I bought it for 2 lakhs, same depreciation and same net book value as of that truck number 2 and 3. Okay, here I'll do some write-up adjustment. So for write-up adjustment, I have already configured the posting profile here, as you can see. I gave this for vehicle account, Companies Act. I gave the main account as fixed asset account only when I have to write it up. Okay, and I gave this offset account as write-up or write-down reserve. Okay, then I'll use this one, write up account one. I mean this same transaction type. So now I'll use this write up adjustment as the fixed asset. Then select the transaction type write up adjustment, fixed asset as truck number 1. Okay, how much you want to write up? If you are writing it up means you are adding up the value to the asset, so it will be debited. So you can add some value like another 10,000 to the asset. Already the existing net book value of the asset is like 1,98,000. You can add another 10,000 to the asset. Suppose the offset account will automatically show up here, write up or write down reserve account, which is a profit and loss account. So it will get debited and credited according to the selection you do. If it is write down, you will credit, right? So it will debit. Here you are writing up, your asset account will get debited and reserve account will get credited. So that's how. Save it. So I'll depreciate it. I mean, I'll do it for the 1st of December. Okay, since I have posted depreciation already for that. So I'll save it. Then I can post it 10,000. So it's posted of 10,000. Then I can go back to the asset, go back and again open the valuations. This time I can see acquisition 2 lakhs, depreciation 1,500, write up adjustment of 10,000 here. And I can see the net book value of the asset becoming 2,08,472 here. Then if I go to the journal that I posted and go to the voucher, I can see the fixed asset account which I have given in the posting profile is getting debited for 10,000. So behind the asset I have fixed asset vehicle account here, this one, main account, and offset account I gave is reserve account, right? Write up and write down reserve account. So that will be there here for credit purpose. So this is how we can write up the value of a fixed asset. So which would increase the value of the asset in the balance sheet. So this will also get reversed when you sell a fixed asset, whatever the write up value that you have done noted down. So that will also eventually get reversed when you sell a fixed asset. You can also try this example after making some write up adjustments. Sairam.
If the main account is going to be write down or write up a reserve account.
Yeah, it's a profit
That's
and
it.
loss account. Yeah.
During sale.
During sale.
Giving posting profile.
Posting profile. Yeah, here you can give this write up adjustment reversal, I think. Yeah, this one, right? This is what you're asking. 1 second, remove it. Go to sale. Here, add it. Companies Act book, group, vehicle. This one, write up adjustments. This year, you can give this one. So the main account here will mostly be the I think for write up adjustments you will give this gain or loss account only. Offset account, it has to be reversed, right? So write up adjustment will anyway get reversed, so you will give the same account here, 1,60,000 free vehicle account, and here I think you have to give the same gain or loss on sale of fixed asset account rather than the reserve account. So if you want to reverse the reserve account, you can give it, but mostly I think they'll give this gain or loss on sale of asset account, 6 lakh 1. Same like net book value. Same accounts.
Like depreciation, accumulated depreciation.
No, it's not accumulated depreciation. Same like net book value. In the net book value, here we have this vehicle account getting reversed, right? So same in the write up adjustment, we have a vehicle account getting reversed, but I think we don't have to do this one because in the net book value already the write up adjustment is added, right? So no need to reverse the write up adjustment at all. This one is not required as far as I see.
Yes.
So let's try to sell one asset and quickly see how it was working. Oh, so I lost the net book value also here. Let me add it back. Net book value, group, vehicle group, net book value 1,60,000 vehicle asset, and then the offset account is gain or loss on sale of asset 6 lakh 1. Okay, so I did not give that write up adjustment account at all. Let's see how we can sell a fixed asset now. I'll quickly select a new transaction, Fixed asset acquisition, go to lines, select disposal sale, select the fixed asset account, vehicle number, shown truck, right? Truck 1, vehicle number 4. So the existing value is 2,08,000. Let's sell it for 2,10,000. So credit 2,10,000. Some profit. Okay. So select offset account as cash account, or I can select customer account also if I'm selling it for a customer on credit. Okay, I'm just selecting as a cash account for temporarily. Then I'll just change this date to back to something in December. Okay, some December 9th or 10th I'm selling it, suppose. Post it. It's posted. Then I can go to voucher here. So then I can select this, export it, download it. So actually, Sairam, when you don't give net book value, you have to give all those things: acquisition adjustment, write up adjustments and all. Okay. But when you give net book value, those are all not required, I think so. So here, as you can see, fixed asset vehicle account, here both these lines is getting reversed. So this is for 2,10,000. So 2,10,000 is the total value, right? 2 lakh is the acquisition value, 10,000 is the write up adjustment. So everything is reversed. Okay, you are selling it for 2,10,000 again. So you are receiving this amount of 2,10,000 as into bank account, something different. Then accumulated depreciation, what you have posted until, is getting reversed for the 1,527, and gain or loss on sale of asset is like 1,527.80 only. So you have sold it for 2,10,000, right? So the net amount is a profit. 1,527.80 is the profit. So these two I can give some other color like blue here. So normally this asset net book value of the asset during the sale was 2,08,472, but I sold it for 2,10,000, means 1,527 profit I got. So that's what is there in this voucher. 1,527 profit. 80 is accounted. So properly reversed, right? Sairam, what do you say?
A little bit confusing.
Why? So it's the same entry. You don't have to confuse anything. But additionally, you will have that revaluation reserve account credited in your profit and loss account. Okay, that is also a kind of loss only for you, right? Yeah. Profit and loss account, I mean reserve account, right? So it can be a profit and loss account, or normally reserves are kind of assets only, right? You know, retained earnings or any other reserves you create. So it's a kind of decrease in assets, suppose. It's a loss to you.
So that will be charged against profit and loss account.
So yeah, maybe you can create that reserve account as asset account instead. So out of which you reduce your asset account, means it's a kind of lost in your balance sheet only when you create a reserve. When you or normally some people will record it in this way. So it can be accounted in this manner also. Suppose if I'm going here in the depreciation in this profile, write up adjustment, see asset value is increasing. Asset value is increasing. This can be considered as a revenue account. See, write up adjustment you are selecting here, which is increasing the asset value.
Yes.
Right. So it's a kind of revenue only, right? When it is increasing. So this is being credited. Credited means it's revenue.
Yes.
Isn't that?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's how it is accounted when you are doing write up adjustment. And that revenue will reflect in your profit and loss account. However, there is also some the expense or loss, like depreciation expense you will have, right? That will be accounted as an expense that is there in the profit and loss account anyway. So you have both revenue and profit and loss left over, as well as at the end you will have this accounting for the gain or loss on sale of fixed asset. So this effects only will be there, but balance sheet, entire balance sheet will become zero only. Whatever we have for vehicle main value as well as the accumulated depreciation pending, so everything will get reversed. Only the profit and loss differences and the balance in the cash account will remain. That's all.
Can you show me the posting profile once?
Yeah. So when you write depreciation adjustment, disposal here, yeah, same, nothing to change. When you give net book value, it includes every adjustment, right? It will include acquisition adjustments, or write-ups, write-downs, revaluations, anything you have, it will include everything, net book value. If you don't use this line net book value, you have to give everything again, like acquisition value, you have to give acquisition adjustments, you have to give acquisition adjustment prior year, acquisition this year, acquisition prior years. Again, this write-up adjustments prior year this year, write-down adjustment prior year this year, revaluations this year prior year. We have to give everything if you don't use net book value. But net book value is the net value of all those transactions that you do on a fixed asset, right? So you can
Yes.
give it. But what specifically they would prefer to not to select net book value is mostly in India and in other countries also they select this only. But if they want specific accounts to get reversed, I mean, then they can give
Yeah.
select different transaction types and different accounts rather than these accounts.
Okay.
Okay. In main account, they will have the same account, but coming to offset account, other than this gain or loss on sale of asset account, they can select any other account where the accounting will be different again.
Okay.
Okay, that would be all. But don't go for so much complex scenarios. Just try to practice what we have discussed until here. This is the same that everyone will opt for or choose to. If there are any changes or if they need a requirement, if they would specify this should be my entry when I sell an asset, so that you can achieve by somehow configuring the main accounts or changing them and testing them later.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Then that would be all for today. We'll meet up in tomorrow's class to discuss about the inquiries and the reports in the fixed asset module and then the fixed asset parameters. And if time permits, I'll give you an overview of the foreign currency revaluation process. It would take some time, actually more than a class. So let's try to cover some of it tomorrow and later part in the next class. It will take another 3 to 4 classes. So 4 classes at least. That would be all, guys. We'll meet up in the tomorrow's class.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Bye.